You get what I'm saying? And that's not what he wants. I'm teaching you. I'm telling you. I don't want to see my brothers looking that way. I don't want to see my sisters looking this way. Right? But this is what they choose. They choose these hatreds, these self-hatreds. That's what's going on. The white man's inflicting the world with self-hatred. To hate yourself. To feel down about yourself. And I'm out here trying to tell you, no, you're the son of the Most High. You're the son of the Most High. That's right. You get what I'm saying? All you got to do is stand up, follow his laws, and stand up like a man.
That's right.
They hate that shit. They don't want to see a man in a suit who has some intelligence about himself, who knows anything. When you start having some presentation about yourself, oh, they don't want to talk to you. How many weekends we sat here and deal with cops? Coming over here looking at us. If you look like us, they fuck with us. When we don't come over here looking like us, they don't touch us. They don't look at me. I'll talk directly at them, they won't say nothing to me.
They be looking, they be hunting, they on the hunt. They're looking for the ones that ain't keeping the commandments.
I'm an African. He lives in America.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Go ahead.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all people.
I can get real with y'all. Give them time. Go ahead, brother, preach. Go ahead.
Okay. You believe in the Most High?
You ask me questions, I'll just answer.
Yeah, okay, no problem with y'all. It's open here. It's open. It's open.
You said the King James is the white man's book?
Yes, sir. That's England man. I don't know why y'all will hold it and read out of that. Because that man made that book. That white man made that book. So he got everybody all fucked up and confused. You get what I'm saying? Y'all teaching hate, how to hate this man with this book, with his book in y'all hand. King James Version is an English man. Okay? Go ahead and pull it up in the verse. It's nothing you can show me.
You know we ruled England.
Ain't no,
right?
huh?
You know we ruled England.
No, they ruling us now. You gotta understand. I'm not confused, my brother. I'm with you. I want to live you. I want to hear you. I got my own beliefs too, because I'm real deep. I just look like this. This is a shell right here. This is a shell. All this is a shell. But I know who I am deep. I ain't black. I ain't no, because they use the word black towards us to put us down. Everything you saying to put us down, they using that to put us down. Y'all want to accept this black color right here? You ain't black. You brown, my brother. You're African, living in America. You are an American. You need to accept that term. Because this is what we built this name. You get what I'm saying? That's what we need to teach our people.
You're gonna accept the term that a white man pushed on you?
You gonna read out the book you read that he made?
You believe in God?
Hold on.
I believe in God.
All right.
How you
smell him?
You
feel the wind
sound
come to your
very
ear.
contradictory.
That's him talking in your ear.
You're gonna say the white man wrote a book that condemns him.
Peter.
The white man's gonna
John,
write a book
all those are
that
British men.
condemns him.
Peter. John, y'all, Matthew, all these are British white men.
Who are the Moors?
All these are British white men.
Who are the
It don't matter, Moors or whatever.
You don't know about
That's
the
no
Moors.
such thing. Y'all confused with all these different type of topics. You get what I'm saying?
No, look.
It's one.
King James was a black man.
It's one. King James was a black man. James is a British man. So y'all stop. Y'all come on, man. Y'all gotta dig, brother. Y'all dig. King James is a British man.
And then you changed your mind and said King James a black man. You bugged the hell out.
If it's Solomon, then it's an African name. It ain't no Solomon. It ain't no James. It ain't no John. It's an African name.
Hey, look.
We're not Africans.
Look.
Hold up. Tell these brothers, man.
Hold up. Wait, listen.
Come on.
Ireland.
God ain't no color.
Ireland. Listen, Ireland. King James was the king of
Why God
Ireland.
make a white man a yellow man
Barbados.
and
The
a dark
slave
skinned man?
trade.
Because he all
The
of us.
slaves from Ireland went to
All right,
Barbados. What color of people are in Barbados?
If you
Black.
live in
So this
the
damn
country,
idiot don't know that King James people black?
It's cold now. But in summertime, me and you is
It's
dark.
not that King James, because King James black.
Bring
out the color, brother. He think God don't have a color.
Brother.
That's King James 6.
Bring out the color of God's Christ.
Brother.
Order.
Yes, and then I just say out of Ireland, the slave trade in Barbados to black people.
Bring it back.
Which king? Now, we're not saying King James.
Brother, they everywhere.
Order. Hold up. time, one time.
Is Michael a white name? Is Michael an English name?
Order.
Where did Michael come from?
Order. Relax.
Brother.
Then they copy that on us, then they put it against
Go ahead. Ezekiel 33.
Brother.
But let the Most High answer this.
Try to hearken, all right? Try to hearken. Just
There we go.
try to listen and hearken, all right?
Okay.
What's your name?
I'm with you. I'm Jazz.
Jazz. All right. I'm Eladai. He's my brother. We gonna bring it out with the word, though, all right?
Go ahead.
Just try
I
to
got a
hearken.
few minutes to get
Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying,
What?
Son of man, speak to the children of thy people,
Okay.
and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land,
Okay.
if the people of the land take a man of their coast and
Okay.
set him for their watchman,
Okay, keep going.
if when he saith the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet
Okay.
and warn the people.
So I'm supposed to be warning the people. Is Christianity out here warning you?
Wait up.
Is Allah warning you? No? So we out here trying to tell our brothers and sisters to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. Why? Because the Most High said, I gift you power.
Not
I
that
give your
black-
power away
he
when you
bugged
sat
out.
here, you shave your head, you do these certain things
It's the
that
name.
sit here
It's
and nullify you
it's
to
the
make you
translation. He
submissive.
says he agrees that
You get
everything we
that?
say, but the translation.
So you believe that a lot of brothers around here are submissive to the white man right now? A lot, right? We sat here, we're producing the money that's making America great again to sit here and blow up everybody else. You work your 9 to 5 every day, and those taxes you pay the government, and the government sits here and does all types of secret testings, all types of drugs, all types of things they're
Right.
doing behind scenes.
Right.
So if people don't want to hear the message, that's cool. You can sit here and you can keep walking and you go about your life, and I'm not going to even hate on that. You get what I'm saying? It still, does that change your judgment?
I got a precept real quick.
Go ahead.
Because even if you don't believe, it's not going to change the fate of the Most High. What he got.
Right.
Everything's in line. Everything's destined. So if you don't believe, it's not going to change a thing. Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For when some did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of the God without effect? God forbid. Yet let God be true, but every man a liar.
Damn liar. Every man's a liar. We ain't up here because we saying out of our own heart. We reading the Bible.
Right.
That's why.
I'm not familiar with the exact definition, but I know we are all Hebrew Israelites. I know that. I know that.
Keep reading. Read the Bible. That's all I want to hear right now.
Okay,
This shit, give me
No,
a
it's irritating to sit here and see brothers sit here and we tell you that the Most High had a promise made with you, each and every one of you.
Right.
He says the only way you can claim that promise is if you do it by my law. But if you don't do it by my law, bad things are going to happen to you. Bad things have already happened to you. All the curses that we've been through and suffered, guess what? They're only on us.
Like, it's one thing to figure out who we are in the biblical sense. Now, what do we do with it? And how do you change things around? Because people have been praying and knowing who they were for years. Y'all not the first people telling people who we are. But what do you do with it?
How does a nation form?
It's just simple disobedience to the law, man.
We've been preaching this for generations. Y'all ain't the
That's
first
why
ones to
that
come
black
out with
and white
this.
thing is always there. That's why we got that yin and yang. Because the simple fact that the Most High put this to counteract each other. You get too big-headed, I'm going to bring the other group in to bring you down. That's what that was going on. That's what's going on in generational curse. Is that we sit here and we bring each other and correct each other back and forth. If the black man gets too big-headed, what happens? Shalom. If a black man gets too big-headed, he sends a white man after him and to humble him down. And it's the same thing vice versa. White man gets too big-headed, the black man comes in to here and humble him down. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, the Lord thy God will set thee high above all nations of the earth.
Okay then. Go ahead, keep going.
And all these blessings shall come upon thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if you don't want to listen, you won't realize that until you start enacting the laws into your actions.
What I'm saying is that has been happening.
But you gotta want to correct yourself. If you don't want to correct yourself, it ain't gonna play.
I'm saying, what exactly I need to correct?
It ain't gonna work.
He asking what the commandments are. He asking how do we come back.
Numbers 15:38.
Give him the commandments, man. We broke the commandments. We fell out of
Those
grace.
laws.
He called us back to the
that's all I've been doing.
church. White man, Esau, they got us.
Numbers
We were all wicked
15:38
shit right now.
and Leviticus 11.
So it was prophesied that if we don't keep the laws, you'll be cursed
As a nation.
as a nation. If you do keep the laws, you'll be blessed. What I just read.
We went into slavery on ships. According to the Bible, that's the only nation that's ever happened.
Look, my root of all of my questions is going to be, we real good when we come in groups and pointing out problems. We all real good at pointing out what the problems are. What are the solutions?
He acknowledges that.
Yo, pull some. Y'all gotta do. That's why you gotta do.
See, he just read the solution to you, though. He just read 28:15.
28:15.
Almost every last one of y'all got a grandmama that played out the solutions his whole life. Almost every last one.
Unfortunately, no.
I do.
I never seen my grandmother pick up about it. That thing.
Your grandma wear pants?
Nah, they listen
Did
to
she
the
wear
preacher. They
pants?
don't listen to the
Yeah, they don't even pick up the
Does she keep the Sabbath? Does your grandmother keep the Sabbath?
So he asking, how do we come back? That's his question.
What day is the Sabbath? What day is the Sabbath?
That's up to interpretation, but Saturday, you know,
Saturday?
Sunday,
Well, what day is it? Which one is it?
it's Saturday.
Saturday, right? Your grandma, you keep the Sabbath?
7 days Saturday.
Your grandmother keep the Sabbath every Saturday? What about, do you do any work? How do you keep the Sabbath? How do you keep the Sabbath?
Just say it's holy.
Keep it holy. There's more to it than that, though.
Cooking, buying,
I'm gonna bring it out. That's the solution, though.
Nothing unholy about that.
That's what the Bible says is on.
Bible says don't do
But
work.
you ask how do we come back as a nation? We give you
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
message.
give you the solution.
We're giving you the solution right now.
No, get the
He said the
scriptures where it
Sabbath
said
is.
don't cook.
We got to
Bring
keep
it out.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Right.
So you're right, brother, but it's more to it than that.
Bring it out.
6 days shall thou labor and do all thy work.
Right.
So you got 6 days, Sunday through Friday, to do all your work.
Right.
Labor all your work.
Give it to
Are
him.
we not meant to eat on Sunday?
Nah, don't. You can't be carnal about it though. You gotta eat, right?
Yeah, we gotta eat.
Just-
So
just-
cooking is not a part of it.
Just hard. We're gonna bring it out. We're gonna bring it out.
It's not a part of it.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath day of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy maidservant, nor thy manservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in it, and rested the 7th day.
I got you. We got.
I ain't trying to get combative, y'all.
We gonna show you.
You just trying to figure
We
out
gotta
what
show this man the Sabbath.
trying to figure out.
Now this is Exodus 20 and 10. All right.
That's not the one that translates.
Exodus 20 and 8. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. 6 days shall I labor.
Same one, man. Exodus 35, man.
Brother,
35
you listening? You listen? What's your name? Tony. I'm El Dai. All right, listen. All right, hearken. Exodus chapter 35,
Yeah, 35.
verse 2. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day there shall be unto you an holy day, a Sabbath day of rest to the Lord.
And I got it.
Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the 7th day.
Now you don't get on no fire, but I'm gonna give you like fire. Back then they needed the fire to cook. That means you don't need to turn on your stove in the intent of cooking. But this is Exodus 16 and 23. And he said unto them that which the Lord hath said, tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. Unto the Lord bake that which ye will bake today.
Right.
And seethe that which you received today, and that which remaineth overlay up for you to keep until the morning.
Right.
So Friday, you work that day, and then you bake all the food you need that day, and in the morning, you got everything for Sabbath.
Right.
Basically simply saying the Most High said, I want you to rest once a week, ordained by the Most High. Even in this country, you can take it and say, oh, for my religious beliefs, I need to request a day off.
We can help you. We can help you with that. You know, just get our number and our email. We can help you getting a day off for Saturday, man.
Yeah.
And if you got a problem with regulations with growing your beard, we can help you with that too.
Here's one more for you. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 13 and 14. If thou turn away thy foot from Sabbath, if you stop doing what you're doing, do your own thing on Sabbath, he says, come do my work. From doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, holy of Yahweh, honorable, and shall honor him, not doing thy own ways, nor finding thy own pleasures, nor speaking thy own words, then shalt thou delight thyself in Yahweh, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places and of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob, and the father of the mouth of Yahweh hath spoken it. So he's saying, I adore it, that if you do what I'm supposed to do, these brothers are already in line to become the next judges. Why? Because the judges of this current world don't know the law. So if you're going to sit here and go to court and you're trusting in the white man to give you a righteous judgment when he don't know the law.
Right. That's right. He wasn't giving
He's going to give you something to say, give him 20 years in prison. Guilty. For jaywalking?
Right.
Hey, you kill a white man. If I'm your judge, if I'm your judge and you kill a white man, I'm going to let you off. I'm going to let you off. I don't give a damn.
I'll take you to lunch.
I'll take you to lunch. I'll take you to McDonald's like they did Dylan Root.
Yeah. So you understand the Sabbath?
Okay, so as soon as I said something that wasn't in scripture, y'all said don't be perfect. So you're not supposed to apply no promises tonight and not update none of what they're talking about in Exodus. However many thousand years ago, none of that's supposed to be updated in 2000 years ago. No, the word is still supposed to be going around killing them.
Why did the parents die?
Jeremiah 17.
Volume of the book changes the truth of God into a lie. So no, you don't update what the truth is.
So you gotta
update what the truth is.
It
The
says,
truth is the truth.
It says be wise as snakes, but harmless as doves. You gotta have that understanding.
I'm like, one thing that we reading out of right now, there was a whole nother half of the Bible that came off of one person's life. Jesus, right? A whole nother half of the Bible was written after that, after he lived. But we still going off of Exodus right now.
You do the whole Bible.
What, you want to hear something?
The whole Bible.
I'm saying it was a lot of contradictions between the both books.
No. Jesus wrote the whole Bible.
Hey, he got it. We gonna bring it out. We gonna see what Moses said.
Bring it out!
Bring it out!
Hold on. What contradictions that you don't understand? Like, what do you don't understand between the new and the
Jesus
old?
himself did work on the Sabbath. We all know that, right?
He did work. Like,
He did work on the
He
Sabbath.
said don't be over-righteous. He said don't be over-righteous.
Yeah, he said, isn't it?
You gotta come to
Yeah,
camp.
Jesus said, isn't it not good to do good work? And he had healed that.
If your legs break right now and you can't walk, I'll take you to the hospital.
One at a time. Order.
He said don't be
It's
over-righteous.
up to interpretation.
No, brother.
None of this
Bring it
will
out, bro.
everybody agree on.
Look, the understanding is like we don't want to be over-righteous. Like the Pharisees were over-righteous. There was a situation in the Bible in the New Testament where they were, when the Pharisees asked Christ, it says, it's Sabbath. Do you really want to heal this woman? And he said, isn't it good to do on the Sabbath? Isn't it good to do good works on the Sabbath? So we can't.
With that being
like,
said,
let's
on
say-
Sunday, on the Sabbath, Saturday, I can go and feed the homeless because I'm doing something that's good, right?
The homeless
If you want to feed the homeless,
Because that's the
good.
same type of technicality
That's
that
good,
Jesus used, right?
But it's not like you are like he had to heal that woman that day. But you
don't
could have
have to do what
prepared
God put on
Friday.
our hearts to
You could have prepared Friday all that food and gave it to the homeless.
Come
On the Sabbath. Right.
It don't make no sense for you to break it. Like, when you go into the
But with using that same logic, he could have healed him on Friday.
He didn't run into him on Friday.
Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Like, he ran into him on Saturday.
Hang around here till Sunday. Come with me to Sunday.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give you an example, right? Like it says, don't work on the Sabbath. Like when you go into the Old Testament, it says like if your neighbor ass is like thrown into a ditch, you gotta help him out, even if it's the Sabbath.
Right.
That's doing work, but that's like you're supposed to rest on the Sabbath. Or you just gonna have your neighbor? That's like a car is stuck and you can't. And you gotta change their tire.
Bring the balance out, man. Bring the
Only
precept
God
balance.
knows your real intentions and how obedient you really are to the law. Only God knows.
Now, God knows according, based off if you keep the commandments. He said those who hate the commandments love evil.
The only difference on Sabbath is we're not supposed to be doing what we want to do. It was the day for everybody to, you're supposed to be with your family, with your friends, edifying each other, correcting our mindsets. And it's saying, no, as far as doing our own personal things, no. But that doesn't mean that I can't help another brother or sister around. Go ahead.
This Matthew chapter 12, verse 11. And he said unto them, what man shall there be among you that shall have one sheep? And if it fall into a pit on the Sabbath day, will he not lay hold on it and lift it out? So he asking, are you not going to help? You know what I'm saying? Are you not going to help? Verse 12. How much then is a man better than a sheep? Wherefore is it lawful to do well on the Sabbath day?
So it's good to help your people.